Welcome back to Ran-DomU University, where today I'm going to be talking about Kai Cenat again, where I'm not going to be talking about this man taking L's. I'm talking about the public trying to improperly dish him out an L itself, not one that he actually deserves. I feel like this is something that has been manufactured by a bunch of creepos and weirdos on the internet, and especially in the comment sections where people just don't seem to know how to play nice anymore, which, what am I talking about? Nobody ever knew how to play nice. But it's one of those things, I just don't quite get this one, where he's apparently collabed with Northwest, not the location, yes, the child of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, the actual person, where yeah, she's only 11 years old in case you don't know, and Kai is like 22. So yeah, it seems very weird on the surface. Why would a 22-year-old want to go hang out with an 11-year-old? Guys, it's not what people are making it out to be. So these rage baiting, clickbaity titles, I'm starting to believe that here at this university, we're starting to turn into the accountability channel, where we're trying to put things back into its proper context, where we got to put the toothpaste back in the tube somehow, even though that's damn near impossible. This is one of those situations where people once again are blowing this out of proportion. You know how many adults were in this room? Just take a look at this clip.
Happy birthday, North! What's going on, y'all? What's going on? You good? Yeah. Ready to paint? Can I get a break too? How you doing, Kim?
Oh, well, it looks like Kim's got some of her ribs reattached. Well, that's good. I guess, it's good to know that she's built more like a Lego piece than anything else. I mean, I guess she really isn't much of a Barbie, because Barbies don't have extra pieces that are removable like that except for the limbs. Haven't seen her get her arms or legs removed yet, or her head.
Hi, how are you?
How's everything? Everything's good. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Oh, it was.
Yeah, there were plenty of adults around. I mean, they literally are sitting there hovering around him. It's sort of like if you went on a movie date with a girl and your parents went with you to watch the movie, and they're sitting in the back seat, or they're just like in the row behind you, or they're sitting directly next to you, where you can't really make no sly maneuvers. You can't do the hand in the popcorn, the popcorn in the hole, the dick in the popcorn type of move. You can't do that. Nothing Chappelle style. There's nothing that you can pull off that is going to be sneaky, that's going to get past your parents. First, your parents are going to smell what's going on. They're going to see what's going on. They're not even watching the movie. They're just watching you. And especially if you're a boy and you're with that woman's or that girl's parents, they're not going to let you get away with anything. That's what this situation reeks of. And plus, they're finger painting or whatever it is. They're out there doing arts and crafts. Anybody can do arts and crafts. I work at a place where we literally have, arts and crafts events for adults. It's just one of those things. It's fun. And why can't they just go do it? First of all, this whole situation would be completely different if it was one of those where Kai Cenat was out here hitting up, Northwest in her DM saying like, hey girl, what's up? Can I go finger paint with you? And that would sound really sus, because then it starts to sound like he's trying to finger bang. And then it's like, hey, yo, pause, homie. Child, unless you're trying to be Zerka. I mean, if you're trying to be him, then okay, I get it. But just make sure you know that your days are numbered and your career is about to come to a screeching halt. So I don't think he's going down that route. Also, don't you remember the last controversy from the last video I posted about this man? This man was over here trying to clap, prostitute cheeks or OnlyFans cheeks. You don't go from trying to get that booty to getting kid booty. I just have never seen anybody who goes from one thing to the next. Usually, if you're a Geppetto, you believe in only going after children and children alone. That is the only thing you prefer. It's just like a person who only prefers one race. You only prefer that one race. You don't chase all over the globe. You only chase one thing. Preferences are very specific with these weird types. I've noticed over time, especially doing my deep dive and deep research here at this university, I've learned that creepos are creepos only. They don't bounce around the block usually. Now, every now and then you have some weird exceptions where some real psychopaths will really manipulate people and they really get them and they're like, whoa, I never saw that coming. It happens, but that is a very rare exception. I don't think Kai is that unique to where he's just that, much of an exception to the rule where he's going to be banging an Instagram model one day and then sleeping with children the next. I don't think that's where he's going. So for people who can't get, these sexual fantasies out of their mind, I don't know what to do about you. I think a lot of y'all need to do some introspective, thinking and just really do a deep dive into your mind. But most of y'all are afraid of doing that. Because if y'all take that ayahuasca, if you take them shrooms, or you put yourself in a dark place for about a couple days, you will lose your mind. That deep dive research is going to cause you to remember that, I'm weird, and not in the weird way that you might think. Like, you'll find out that you might need to be locked up for the rest of your life. Like, somebody needs to go ahead and probably just set you on fire. You'll come to find out that you are probably the biggest creepo that you know. That's why you're having these weird and sexual fantasies about children and grown men and stuff like that. Like, why are you thinking about this? Or vice versa, probably getting off to all them female teachers over here banging their high school students or middle schoolers like Ike bangs a boy on South Park. I mean, y'all are all getting off to the same weird creepo Geppetto stuff, and I don't understand why y'all think like this, but I understand that's the world, and the world is trying to morph into a place where everybody's going to all become one, where every sexual fantasy or orientation out there is all going to become okay. Man, I tell you what, not on my watch, not while I'm still alive. There's not going to be a day that I'm living where adults are just going to be okay to sleep with children. That is just not the way I want to go about it. I will fight for that to not happen. At least in, as long as I can. If I run out of time, I run out of time. But I don't want to waste a lot of your time today. I just want to show you a few clips like this one.
Like, what y'all paint to y'all bricks? What y'all pink?
I'm making mine into the Cookie Monster.
Red, blue, and black. I'm with the cool kids today.
Yeah, I'm taller than you.
No, you're not.
It's back to back.
I'm literally taller than you, North.
Maxwell's probably.
Look, me, I'm literally taller than North. Oh yeah, look at mine. Mine looks tough. So like, what's your favorite thing to do? Ding dong dish.
I love.
Yeah, so I'm saying that they're finger painting. This isn't that big a deal. It doesn't feel like they're getting overly touchy and overly handsy and whatnot. I mean, guys, not everybody who has money is a Geppetto. Not all of them are. They're just not all creepos. They aren't all searching for the cheeks like that. Not everybody's out there that thirsty like you. Like the people sitting at home not getting any ass, not everybody's out here thirsty for cheeks like you. Some people have access, and when you have access, guess what? It makes you less thirsty. When you have access to the water all the time, when you can just go to the fountain whenever you want, you're not going to be desiring water as often. You're just not going to be always walking back with an extra cup. You're just not. That's just not how it works. I mean, most of you people are so desperate, so lonely down there. And heck, I'm a lonely person too. I feel you. Most of the time, I'm just sitting here filming videos. Most of my friends are married, got children, and all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm trying to join them in that journey. And quite frankly, I know it is difficult because dating nowadays is hard. Because I seem to keep running into a lot of dirty ass people for whatever reason. A lot of people just don't like to clean up nowadays. And I'm sorry, if you're a woman and you dirty, that ain't gonna fly. I mean, and it's okay. Your snatch is clean, thank God. But it seems like you're dirty everywhere else. Car, house, all your stuff is just an absolute mess. And I don't understand why people post their stuff out there like that. I don't know. I had a bad string of luck lately. But either way, back and focus on the point. Kai, he's not going to take this L today. I will defend this man. I was taking L's apparently in that last video because people were out here saying I was hating, I was a bitch, I was a loser, I was scum of the earth, I wanted to be Kai Cenat, I wanted to grow dreads, I wanted to be darker, all this stuff. I wanted all the clout, which yes, I do want clout, but I don't want dreads and I don't want to be Kai. I like being me. Sort of like, have you ever thought if you lived in another reality, would you really want to change who you are? I don't. I want to be me in every reality. The thought of me not being myself is scary. That's scary. That's almost as scary as an adult trying to sleep with a child. Just like y'all keep thinking is trying to happen here. I'm sorry, I don't think he's trying to sleep with a girl half his age. So for any of you creepos that are still thinking about that stuff in the comments, get out of here. Stop that. Let's put things back in the proper context and realize it's not what you think it is. Just because y'all think Kim K was groomed doesn't mean she's out here grooming her children too. I just don't think that's what's happening. Like if Kanye really thought that was happening, I think he might have a bigger pushback against that. Because I mean, it seems like he's really big against like protecting his children. Well, I don't know about now. He seems really focused on a lot of other things, like like completely covering his woman with leather. That's what he seems to be fascinated with now, making sure her face never sees the day of light. That woman is going to be so pale, she's going to be see-through like Casper at some point in time, and I hope that she's okay. I mean, she just got titties out, clit out, everything's just out, just coochie all over the place. It's wild. I don't know how they walk out of the house looking like that. He looks homeless and she's butt naked. It's just kind of weird dynamics. But I'm just hoping that you got something out of this video today. I didn't want to take a whole bunch of your time. I just wanted y'all to see and know that it ain't always what you think. Not everybody's always trying to bang the next person next to him. So like MTR had a collab with Melly Monaco or whatever months ago. Now he might have smashed. I have no idea. And if he did, man, brother, congrats. But I'm just saying, I don't think that's necessarily what happened. He might have been. Or when Melanie King was on his show, just because somebody collabs with another individual doesn't mean they got their cheeks clapped. Doesn't mean somebody was out there smashing. It doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes you just collab. That's like saying he smashed Just Pearly Things because he was out there, or him and Donovan Sharp was out there tag teaming Pearly Things. Like, my God. And just the thing on Pearly Things, I will say, recently she released a podcast. Her and Brittany Renner were just, I guess they started a podcast. Here's a clip here.
You are hideous. I cannot describe how ugly you are. It's insane. He's consistent. You should end it all.
Oh my God.
I was like, damn.
I'm so glad you have higher self-esteem than that, bro. Because
I mean, I get like, oh. Yeah, I get a lot.
You're mentally strong as hell. Quite honestly,
Guys, apparently she's getting death threats. What are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all sending death threats to Pearly Things? Let that girl talk about not letting women vote or whatever she wants. All she wants. She just ain't gonna make it anywhere with that agenda. But you shouldn't be sending people death threats. No matter how much you disagree with their opinion, it doesn't mean they should die. Okay, all this death to America, death to people, death to, I ain't gonna say anything else. It might get me canceled, but but either way, I'm just saying, stop wishing death amongst people. Like, I mean, the people who do that usually are just literally trolling and laughing somewhere, jacking off in their basement or right there in front of their computer with enough skeet to start a whole sperm lab. I just don't understand why these people keep doing these things, and I will never understand. I never will. So I need to stop, acting like I will. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this short rant today, and have a good day. See you soon.